My name is Titus Pollard, and I'm part of the cohort that's labeled DPLA, or the Durham Principal Leadership Academy, for NC State. I wanted to film this particular experience reflection video in our home, and actually in our home office, with my principal and leadership books and coursework materials in the background, to show one of the lessons that I've actually learned, and that is to initiate and maintain an actual leadership library. I have to say that in the approximately 7 months since initiating the journey, I've experienced both enlightenment and an overwhelming feeling, but in a good way, as I feel myself being transformed, not just professionally, but actually as a person, as a family man, as I reflect on just about everything that I do. But I look at it, I look at NC State being an integral part of that experience. When I think about the social justice retreat that was in Whitakers, North Carolina, the DC Conference on Policy, the Ron Clark Academy experience that was in Atlanta, all of the coursework on literacy, school leadership and planning, leadership, true colors. It's just that NC State has given me this privilege of starting on a journey and transforming myself into viewing principals as more than just building leaders. They are the face of the school. They are community leaders. They're transformational artists. They're head instructional coaches. There are just so many different things, and NC State has just opened my eyes up and opened my mind up to see the role of a principal being different. As I've heard many others say that are in the various cohorts, I didn't really want to be in education. I was on a different path, but I found myself in education. Then I didn't want to go down the path of leadership, and I find myself wanting it more and more, and NC State is providing that window of opportunity. I always have to reference a conversation that I had with Lance Fusarelli while I was on the DC policy retreat, and that is, I just believe that NC State is doing more than just creating principles. It's changing the entire education landscape so that people view education differently. And I'm glad to be part of one of those cogs in the wheel. Those are my reflections.